What's going on, YouTube? Smack Talk back at you again with another one. And today we are going to take a stab at making our 53-man roster because this roster is due Sunday. So come with me. Let's talk about it. Alrighty, let's get straight into it, guys. I'm going to tell you now that ain't no telling how this roster is going to play out. I definitely think, starting off, we're going to slowly build this 53-man roster. Bear with me. This is my first time using this, but I'm going to say this. We off the bat, we know we keeping Dak, okay? We know we're keeping Dak. We know we're keeping Joe, okay? Now, Sam, in my opinion, you don't keep this guy. You don't keep three quarterbacks. That's just in my opinion. Now, there's three in camp, and you keep two. That's in my opinion. That's simple. There shouldn't be anything about that because, man, this guy, don't get me wrong, Sam Howell has the ability to be that third guy, but do we really want to carry three quarterbacks? In my opinion, no. So I'm going with Joe Milton and Dak Prescott for our two quarterbacks. And as far as the running back, now, I'm going to tell you now, these guys, this running back room is kind of full here, if you want me to be honest. And just by me looking at this, I am going right off the bat. We know that Javonte Williams is that solidification. He is that guy, no matter what. He's going to continue to be that guy. And I definitely think if he has another great year, it's going to look upwards for the Dallas Cowboys at this running back position. Now, it's been talks for the longest. Who is going to be RB2? And in my opinion, that is obviously Malik Davis. Now, Malik Davis is entering his third year in the NFL. He has 90 carries, 411 yards. He averages 4.6 yards a carry and only 3 touchdowns. But I'm going to tell you now, that's the number 2 that I'm looking for because he has that explosiveness, that burst between the tackles that can take it the distance. Now, easily, by far, we're taking Jadon Blue. Okay, so that's 3 right there. We're taking Jadon Blue. We're taking Malik Davis and Javonte Williams. And I definitely think, these other guys, don't get me wrong, there's 6 in camp, but 3 of these guys ain't going to make it. I don't think Phil's going to make it. Jayshon Corbin, and I definitely not even going to try to say Israel's last name, but I definitely think these guys will not make it, unfortunately. And we know we got to have a fullback. Hunter Lukey has to be on there. He has to be on there. Now, we get into this wide receiver room, guys. Now, this is where it matters the most, in my opinion, because we have had a lot of good wide receivers this coming up season, and we needed it badly for Dak Prescott because he couldn't look past CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens and be like, okay, I can depend on him. Now, don't get me wrong, Cavante Turpin is in the mix, but I'm going to tell you now, this is who I'm running with for sure. Now, we already know that CeeDee Lamb is on the roster. We know that George Pickens is on the roster. We know that Cavante Turpin is on the roster. That's 3. I cannot pass up Ryan Flournoy because this guy knows how to get up and through there. He knows how to sit in coverages and work with the quarterback to work back towards the ball, whatever the case may be. But this guy knows what he's doing. It's that simple. Now, I believe we're carrying 6. That's just my opinion, and we're going to go from there. So we got 4 selected. I definitely think Jonathan Mingo gets the job. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Now, Camden Brown, Jordan Hudson, Tyler Johnson, Denzel Mims, Anthony Smith, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and Jaden Smith. Now, I'm going with one more, and I'm giving Camden Brown the spot. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, and this may not happen. And hey, if it don't, so be it. I can't, I ain't the wizard, you know what I mean? But I'm just giving y'all my personal opinion. I definitely think George Pickens, Cavante Turpin, Jonathan Mingo, CeeDee Lamb, Ryan Flournoy, and Camden Brown will suffice enough in this wide receiver room. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Now, tight end. If you want me to be honest, I am very upset of the depth of our tight end room. Now, I'm not saying that it can't suffice and it can't do, but we have to figure out something. Now, I put faith, and I'm going to always have faith in Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson gets a roster spot. Luke, unfortunately, he has to get a roster spot because I don't see nobody playing the second like Luke, even though Luke hasn't really had that much production while in the NFL. Now I go with Brevin Spenford as well. Now, this is where it gets kind of, like, whoa, wait a minute. What are we going to do here? Because we got Mitch Van Voren down here, Princeton Fant, Michael Trigg, DJ Rogers, and Zach Kuntz. Okay. If you want me to be honest, I want to keep Michael Trigg. I really do. But I really don't think we are going to be able to keep him. That's just in my opinion. I say we run with 4 and we run with Zach Kuntz. That's just my opinion. It could be the opposite way around. Zach Kuntz may not make it and Michael Trigg may make it. But in my opinion, we have not seen enough of Michael Trigg for him to be like, yes, he's going to be on the roster. And don't get me wrong, that first preseason game, I seen he had the most receptions. So I definitely think he may slide in there, but in my opinion, at this moment, he does not slide in there because they may not have seen enough. That's just what I think. So we know for center. All right. So center, we know if we keeping TJ Bass and Cooper BB for sure. And we're going to move on to the offensive tackles. Now, this is a good one. Okay. All right. So we all know that Tyler Guyton is staying. We all know that Terrence Steele is staying. Those are our 2 starting tackles. Okay. Now, Nate Thomas, Drew Shelton, Sebastian Cornelius, and Marcellus. So I'm definitely going with Nate and Drew Shelton. These others will not make the squad. Guard, Tyler Booker, Tyler Smith. Those are our 2 starting guards. Do we know these guys are making the roster 100%? Now, the guys behind them is easily DJ Wingfield. And I am going to, out of this list right here, guys, Shazai Pete can make this roster. He can make this roster. Pete can make the roster. In my opinion, I'm giving him a roster spot to give us some more depth in that roster room, in that O-line room for sure. Now, moving on to defense, okay? We ain't got that much to go. I'm going to tell you now, we definitely keeping Kenny, Quinnen. We know for a fact these guys are staying, okay? I know for a fact with the experience of Jonathan Bullard, he has to stay on the squad. All these guys, I'm going with, actually, Tyrus Wheat might not make it. That's in my opinion. But who knows? We shall see. We shall see. DJ Withers, nah, I ain't running with him. Edge, now the edge room is looking good. We know Donovan's going to stay there. Rashawn's going to stay there. Vaughn's going to stay there. Marshall's going to stay there. Malachi's going to be in there. Tommy Dunn Jr., I'm going to be honest, I might need to do some more research on him, man, because there is some, he may be, I don't know, man. I'm going to be honest there. LT Overton, Sam Williams, hold on. Jay Toya making it. I think Sam doesn't make this roster. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be quite honest. He does not make this roster. He doesn't. Jayshawn Barham easy makes this roster. James Houston makes this roster. DeMarvion Oberson makes this roster. Shamar James makes this roster. I don't know about Langston. Curtis makes this roster. D. Winters makes this roster. Justin, he might not make it. Isaiah, he might make it. We know Langston ain't. Deron Bland, we know that's our guy. Kobe Durant, we know that's our guy. Kalen, hold on. Can't give it to him. Siobhan, we know that's our guy. And Reddy Stewart. Hold on. Josh Butler, man, Josh Butler has been showing me some different things, but I'm going to tell you now, Josh Butler just somehow can't get things done for some reason. And that's just in my opinion, though. So I'm cutting him. I'm going to be honest. I'm cutting him. And Kalen Carson. Let's see. We got 10 in camp, and I'm keeping 3. We got to keep more than that for sure. So I'm definitely keeping. I haven't heard anything about Devin Moore recently. I know. Okay, so Reddy Stewart guy has to get kept. He's pretty good at what he does. Kalen Carson, man. Matter of fact, I'm taking Josh over Kalen Carson. I'm just gonna be honest, because Kalen, in my opinion, he has the ability to do it. But man, what I feel like some of his way of thinking, it just ain't it. It just ain't it. It ain't. So we know we keeping Caleb, Jalen. Probably got to go back and adjust some stuff here, which we will do. Yeah, these guys are gonna make it. Zion Childers, Millie Cooker. Okay, so jeez. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, hold on. We'll figure it out. Hold on, chat. We're gonna figure this out because okay. Who's not making this roster that I put on here? Hey, now I'm not good at knowing exactly how many people to carry. I'm not no coach. I'm not no front office exec. So hey, we gonna do it the best we can. But I definitely think I'm getting rid of Josh. And I am getting rid of, let's see here. Ooh, I hope Louisville make this team, y'all. I'm not going to cut him, but I hope he makes this team, man. He better make this team, bro. Did I have too many? Yeah, I'll probably take away DJ Wingfield here. And then we'll scroll down here and get our specialists. Because you know we have to have Brian Anger, Brandon Aubrey. We have to have those guys. So there was one more that I needed to get rid of. Let's see here. Let's go with LT, you don't make this roster. Boom. Roster is set, guys. This is it. This is it right here. This is it. So we're going to cut the players who we think needs to be cut. And we're going to look at our roster. Excuse me. Man, but I'm going to tell y'all now. The way it's looking, ain't no telling how many. See, and that's one thing that I've always been kind of skeptical on making 53-man rosters is how many people do I keep for each position? And that's something that, that's something that I'm going to learn. In due time, I'm going to learn that. And we're going to apply that to everything that we do. And we're going to look at this roster right quick. 1 second. Let me. Excuse me. Justin, yeah, you got to go, bro. I mean, he had a good camp. Justin had a good camp, but it was just something about him that just was not it for me. Kalen Carson got to go. He got to go. And some of these guys, hey, now we doing the best we know how, man. I'm going to tell y'all now. But I really think, hold on. Am I missing something? I really think, y'all, if we, at this, look now, this is our 53-man roster right here. Okay. Here it is. Joe Milton III, Dak Prescott, Jadon Blue, Malik Davis, Javonte Williams, Hunter Luepke, Camden Brown, Ryan Flourney, CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Mingo, George Pickens, Kevontae Turpin, Jake Ferguson, Zach Kuntz, Luke Schoonmaker, Brevin Spanford, TJ Bass, Cooper Beebe, Tyler Guyton, Drew Shelton, Terrence Steele, Nate Thomas, Tyler Booker, Shazai Pete, Tyler Smith, Jonathan Bullard, Kenny Clark, Oedo, Quinnen Williams, Donovan Ezeraka, Rashawn Gary, Malachi Lawrence, Marston Fluifau, Von Miller, Jay Toya. LBs, Jay-Sean Barham, James Houston, which I'm not sure. Oh, I forgot. The way Christian Parker's running the defense, he's considered an outside linebacker. Shamar James, DeMarvion Overshown, Curtis Robinson, and D. Winters. Cornerbacks, Deron Bland, Kobe Durant, Siobhan Revel, and Reddy Stewart. Safeties, Marquise Bell, Caleb Downs, Malik Hooker, PJ Locke, and Jalen Thompson. And the specialists, Brian Anger, Brandon Aubrey, and Trent Sig. Now, I'm going to be real. This is something that I cooked up. And here's my cuts. Here's who getting cut. 41 people. And that, if you want me to be honest, that is a hard list. And I couldn't imagine being them front office guys and them coaches having to really cut this down and cut 40 players off the roster. You know, and it is what it is. But I definitely think with this roster right here, we can build something. And this team can be special for sure. But yeah, that is my prediction on the 53-man roster. And I'm going to do better on my behalf and learn how many players I need to keep in each position. That is something that I've always wanted to learn. And that's something that I'm going to look at. And if you already know that, and you already know your knowledge of football that far, you let me know down in the comments, man. And y'all let me know down in the comments of what do you think of my roster prediction, I should say. And you be honest with me, man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hey, it is what it is. But hey, I'm doing this for y'all because this is my thoughts. This is my thoughts on this roster, and they got some work to do. This is due Sunday, and we shall see how it works. So with that being said, guys, don't forget that like button and subscribe button. Until next time.